What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Trader J. Now today's pair is Euro Singapore, and Euro Singapore is trending down nicely. A little bit about my trading system. If the price is above the 200 EMA, which is the blue line there, I'm only looking for long positions. If price is under the 200 EMA there, I'm only looking for short positions. And that's how systematic I am. Regardless of where price is, I will be trading above or below the 200 EMA according to that. Also, additionally, on the daily time frame, should price be above or below the 20 EMA, I will go down to the 4-hour, and as you can see here, price is trending down according to the 200 EMA and also is below the 20 EMA on the daily time frame. Therefore, I can go down to the 4-hour, which is where I took my entry. Let's first talk about why I took this entry. Okay, so if we see here the 3 EMA lines, the 200, the 50, the 250 and 20, blue, yellow, white, is showing that it's nice and spread out. This indicates that the price is trending. So if it's trending like this is a perfect opportunity to trade with the trend, as of course the trend is your friend. Okay, so why did we take this entry right here? Price has broken this major resistance here. So if we scroll out, if we want to see it even clearer, we can go down to the go up to the monthly time frame, and we can see that this is a major resistance level. See here, wick, and price has been doing this ever since, okay, let me say 2012 or 2015, right? So knowing that, considering we've seen here that price has broken below that level here and closed below it, it's retested, came back up, retested, and now it looks like it's going down further. So on the 4-hourly, we can see the price came down, came back up, and then here, this is very important, these little wicks here, this is showing us that there's some selling pressure coming in here, right? So these are little rejection candles. We love to see these. This type of consolidation is key for our trading style. We wait for these types of consolidation where we see wicks to the upside and then candle close to the downside, and we wait for the next bearish engulfer, which is this, so engulfer candle. And where do we enter? We entered at the very next candle after, and this is very important, after the candle has closed. We never jump in too early, as price can come all the way down, just like this one, and close all the way up, right? We always want to wait for the candle to close before entering the trade. And right after we entered the trade, which is here, price came down, kind of came back up, came down, but never really had us in any major drawdown before just pumping all the way back down. Something else to note is, of course, the stochastics. The stochastics is showing as overbought, which again lines up with our rules of trading, and so we took a trade. Upon entry, we put our stops just above this candle here. Now, should price come back up, it might hesitate here, it might not, it might go straight through, and that's totally okay. We're definitely okay with losses, because losing is part of the game. You can't win them all, but you can have bigger winners than your losers. Therefore, eventually over time, you make more money than you would have lost. So what are we expecting price to do in the next coming days, weeks, or even by the end of the month? As we can see here, price came up, retested, and came back down. Price is looking pretty good, looking like it does want to go down further. However, can still come back up to retest the 20 EMA. Now, considering the 20 EMA is above our stop loss, we can confidently say that should price come back up to that 20 EMA, it would reject and go straight back down. The reason I'm saying this is for the last, let's say, 2 months, price has been rejecting off this 20 EMA, so it's been respecting it pretty well. Should price come back up here again, we've got also that major level that we spoke about earlier, as well as the 20 EMA, and possibly the fib levels, which are here. So we can see that we got 3 levels confluence that is providing some sort of protection for our stops. Earlier I did mention take profits. Take profits is down at these lows right there. Again, if it's unclear, we can always go out to the monthly time frame and take off all our EMAs, so everything is a little bit more clear. And we can see the reason why we're targeting here is these levels here. See how price has been closing below this level, and it's a clear sign that this is a major support level. Now going back down to the 1 day time frame. Now this level here could also be something to be careful for, or an area of concern, as price has come up, rejected, as well as come back down and rejected. So now should price get down to here, I'll most likely move down my stops to break even, just to protect this trade, and possibly even trail my stops closer if the candles aren't showing me what I want to see, which is more downside. If we do pull our trade here, it'll be a 2 to 1, which is okay, but not the best scenario. Ideally, I'd prefer price to come down here, which would provide me almost a 5 to 1 risk ratio. Of course, we want to pull it. We want to be a little conservative when putting our take profits, because price could reject before getting down to that level. So far, so good. I'm pretty happy with these EMAs fanning out. As mentioned earlier, is a very good indication that price is trending and will be trending further. All right, guys, let's fast forward and see where price has gone. And we're back. As we can see here, price has been doing exactly what we expected to do. Price has been dumping, and it followed through. So at the moment, we are currently at about 1 to 1.5 risk ratio on this trade. What we've done since last time is we've actually moved our TPs up from these lows here to this midpoint here. The reasoning behind this is that after zooming out, I've noticed that there was a strong possible chance that price was going to bounce off this level, as this level is a strong previous level. So zooming in, we can see that price has been dumping straight without no retracement. So what I'm expecting it to do is retest that 20 EMA. So if we turn on our EMAs here, we can see that price has been fanning out, all 3 EMAs fanning out, which is always a good sign for trend continuation or to trade with the trend. What I'm waiting for is I'm waiting for price to come down to these lows, reject, possibly come up for a retracement to that 20 EMA up there before going down further. So I'll bag the profits when it comes down here, and then I'll most likely re-enter this position once price has retraced. So if we're looking for a retracement, we're probably looking around here somewhere, most like this point here. But what also lines up for this trade is if we go down to the 4 hour and then pull a fib extension from this high to this low, back to the highs, we can see that the 1-to-1 extension almost lines up with this level here. So that's another level of confluence, which is always good, which is why I'm targeting these lows. Let's continue to let this trade ride out, and we shall see if our take profits is hit. So we are finally all out of Euro Singapore. So we have been following these 2 EMAs fairly nicely, I guess. I mean, price has been coming down, so the trend has been coming down, and the EMAs have been fanning out, which was a good sign. However, at this point here, when price started to round off here on the 4 hour time frame, we can see that price started to round off at this point here. And what we did is, so we trailed our stops to this point here, expecting price to either come straight up or respect the 20 EMA and go straight down further. It didn't do that. What it did is it came up, wicked us out, came back down, and now it's starting to move back up. So we have come out of this position with $103 worth of profit, which isn't bad. We didn't get our 2.4 to 1 risk ratio, and most likely we'll be looking for another re-entry should price come back up to this point around there, around the 0.618 to 0.5 fib level. Also, if it comes back up here, also lines up with the 20 EMA on a daily time frame. Now price is starting to hesitate and round off as mentioned earlier, so this could be a sign that this swing here is now finished and we're going to be expecting a retracement very soon before price continues to go down lower. Yeah, so far so good. Still happy with this trade, still came out with some profits, so can't complain about that. Alright guys, so that's it for Euro Singapore. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.